Hi, CP.
Hey, hi, Sarah. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Why you are doing good? What's wrong?
I'm happy to speak to you. I spoke to you 2 years back. I don't know if you remember me.
I don't remember you because
Obviously,
at that time
probably not.
I was not even born at that time. I'm very young. All right.
I'm Sarah, and you spoke to me for 4 hours. You said you never
You,
spoke to anybody for that long.
you used to be a Muslim?
No, I called you and I told you. Yeah, I used to be a Muslim. Yeah,
This is
I
why I spoke
called
to
you
you
and
for
I
four
told
hours. This is why I spoke to you
you.
for
Yeah.
4 hours. Yeah, because I was
No, but I was Christian when I called you. I was calling you about my
ah,
uncle.
okay. So what do you like to say
Yeah.
to us, Sarah? Merry Christmas to you.
Yes, Merry Christmas. And I'm Syrian, so you know what? I'm happy because Syria is free from Bashar, but as we know, the Islamic group is taken over.
Yeah,
And
and
I
today,
think I'm very still optimistic. Why? Because I think the Syrian people are intelligent, and once there's nothing worse that can happen to Syria after what happened already with Bashar al-Assad.
yeah, you see,
But
but you did not see
uh,
yet what will happen because those they are sneaky. Right now
I know,
they
but
are
see,
trying to
that's why
claim.
I'm still hopeful, because
Yeah.
once they see Islam for real, then a lot of people will change their mind about
Yeah, but it
Islam.
might take another 50 years.
Let it take 50 years. I think in the future, and I feel in my soul that Syria will become again a Christian nation.
We hope so.
Of course, these people that call you, I feel sorry for them because they grew up in good families and they saw beautiful traditions and good things about Islam. And if you read the Quran, there's some good things in it that that people can agree with. But
Like what?
that's the like I don't know, I go through the Quran, I forgot a few things. Like there's like things like don't steal from the
No, the Quran says you can.
orphan,
The Quran says you can
don't
steal.
take their
No, no, no. You see,
money. Their I don't know.
no. You see, the Quran
Yeah, there's
is a satanic book.
like there are some things that they can say are good.
Yeah,
And
but if you
but
go in
but
details,
there
there's
are
nothing.
some
Okay.
horrible things, of course, that
Yeah.
will cover whatever good there is,
All right.
because that's what the devil does. He mixes the truth. It only takes a little bit of evil to mix in with the truth, and the whole thing is
Yeah.
becomes bad.
Yeah. Like you put poison, little a drop of
Yeah,
poison in a dish to kill. You do not need to die.
exactly.
Not the whole food. The food is good, but a drop of poison will kill you.
But how will the devil deceive people if he doesn't add some good in it?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
That's why the Messiah he told us, that we are aware of false teachers. They come to you in the clothes of a sheep, but they are
yes.
wolves.
But the fruits, right? What comes out of it? If you
Right.
fully follow Islam, what comes out of it? It
Killing and
comes
hate,
out of it
killing
hate,
and hatred and
comes
revenge.
out of it murder, it comes out of it beating women, hating women, seeing women as half human, and stepping on each other,
I don't
and
know even how Muhammad he can see women as half a human. I mean, they scare the hell of me. They are not only full, they are double.
yes, that's true. But look, I think Muhammad, if we study his disgusting life and see, he knows that marrying more than one wife is wrong. How does he know? Because when he lived with Khadija in the beginning, he wouldn't dare. He wouldn't dare do that to her because
Yeah,
he knows
she is the rich.
exactly how it would make her feel.
Yeah, she is
So
the rich.
he knows it's not
She will kick
something
him
that
out.
women are happy.
She will
Oh
kick
yeah,
him.
of course,
Yeah.
without a doubt. So he's smart in that way. He stayed quiet like a little cockroach, and he took advantage of her. But when Ali Dawa and all these disgusting shuyukh come out and they say, "Yeah, I can marry 4 wives," okay, good luck. But the only person it destroys is, first of all, you. And what kind of family do you have when you have four different homes and four different sets of children? And where will you rest your head and say, this is my home, these are the people who love me?
Yeah.
And your family grows up and everyone hates each other, then they'll even brothers from the same two parents will kill each other over some land or some money. So
Sarah,
imagine
once
different moms.
once I was in elementary school. So there's a kid in my age, he's a Muslim. So, we play together. He said, let me go and ask my dad for some change, some money, so we can buy some ice cream or candies. So he went to his dad. He was sitting outside of the house. He came close to him. And what shocked me, the father asked him, "You are the son of who?"
Yeah, which mother, right?
He don't know. He,
Yeah.
he know that he's his son, but he do not know he's old.
Yeah.
The man is old. He don't remember
Mm-hmm.
he is the son from which wife.
And where this came.
So he told him,
But also
"You are the
another
son of
thing that
who?"
Muslims forget about, which is not, let's say, honorable and not, they say bil halal, right?
Yeah,
What about وَمَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانُكُمْ? What about that whole amount of women that you can have? Why is that okay?
yeah.
What about those women?
Rape
So
and
let's say four
kidnapping.
wives is bil halal or bil shara. What about, okay, وَمَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانُكُمْ? Yes, that's also halal or bil shara. And which human in their logical mind can say this is good, or this
Exactly.
is honorable, or this is clean, or this is why and how? But they say, oh, that's something in the past. Why is it in the past? It's in the Quran, and Quran is supposed to be the final book, and it's supposed to be the right
The
book and
final
put us
book of
all on track.
stupidity.
Yeah, it's disgusting. So basically, the man feels zero guilt. He's okay, I will be loyal to four wives. No, he's not going to be loyal, because if he travels for a work trip, he's going to remember that, oh, I can have extra women. Why not? And so who is he loyal to? Nobody. He's just even worse than the person
A loyal
who's
person. Why even a
woman.
loyal? If he was not loyal for the first women, how will be loyal for the fourth?
Exactly. And that's what I can't understand is like you're loyal to one until you have two, and then you're loyal to two until you have three, and then you're loyal to three until you have four. So what does loyal mean exactly?
They are just following their lust.
It's and then they give you excuses. Oh, what if your wife can't have children? Okay, what if the man can't have children? Oh, what if the wife is sick? Okay, what if the husband is sick? Oh,
Here,
so
here we
some things
go.
in our lives we don't have control over. So if everything we wanted, we had to get our way. Someone who's born short wants to be tall, and people do surgeries for that. Okay, but then you make your body even worse. People have a face, they don't like it, they want to change it. It's not that easy. You just have to accept what you have and work with it. If that's what God wanted for you, then that's what God wanted for you. Like, you
Sarah,
don't
I
get
will
him.
tell you this is true story. When I went to Korea, I told the doctor I want to change my face. I want to look better. He said we need about like maybe between 700 to 800 surgery to look normal. You know, I said that's all. That's easy.
To look normal, just to look
To look
normal.
normal, yeah. And then he saw me how I will look after 800 surgery. I look like Zakir Naik.
What did you hear about Ibn Uthman? What his situation is?
Ibn who?
Farouk, Sheikh Ibn
The guy
Farouk.
he is beating his wife.
Yeah,
Well,
and
he's
threatening her
practicing Islam. The
and
guy,
threatening the gun.
yeah, he is. He think he is still in Afghanistan.
He's a dirty, dirty person. But you know what? He's not doing anything that's not halal.
Right?
That's the truth.
He is just
Everything he's
practicing.
doing is according to Islam, 100%.
Yeah, and his
And
wife.
see, when you see
eh,
it in reality, when you see this disgusting man and in your face, just think about maybe 1,000 times worse, and then think of Muhammad.
In fact, his wife
And
is
that's the person
his
that
wife is
these
hypocrite.
people follow.
You see, his wife is hypocrite. She's complaining that he is beating her. But didn't you agree to marry a guy? He is a sheikh and he's a Muslim,
Yeah,
which means you agree for terms and condition, and part of it he can beat you. You know. But
yeah.
she's taking advantage that now she is in America,
Mm-hmm.
so she want to use her right
Yeah.
as a human being in America, not her right as an animal in Islam. In Islam, If she called the police in Afghanistan saying my husband is beating me, they will say to her, he deserve it. This is why you are calling. For sure you deserve it. They will tell the husband to teach her how not to call the police again, and he will beat her more. But now she is lucky. She live in America. She can call the police, and now he have a case. And if she prove what she is saying, he might stay for a good time in jail.
Yeah, but you know, even what's worse, and this is something I experienced in my family, like her son, her son, the adult son, he didn't do anything to defend his mom.
Shameful.
He just sit there and watch.
Shameful coward.
And even also in my family, my brothers never stood up for me. They don't care, right? You know, like you deserve it. That's how the way they see it.
Yeah.
You know, the dad, whatever he does, you know,
is a community.
My mom at the end of the day is just a woman. Who
Exactly.
cares if she's my mom?
It is the male. It's the male society.
Yeah. And it's sad because this mom, she gave birth to you, she raised you, she cooked for you.
And she herself, she get beaten too.
Oh yeah, the boy, once he grows up, it doesn't matter who it is. The sister, if she's older, the mom, he's gonna control them just because he has some muscles. He'll throw them around and tell them to shut up and tell them go here and go there and don't go here.
Yeah.
And that's the truth of the culture of Islam, sadly.
True, sister.
And
true.
the reason I want to also speak is because these poor Muslims, like me, when I was a Muslim, the problem with me is that I went to the sources and I read them and I wanted to be the most perfect Muslim. And the more I looked into the sources, the more my life became darkness. I hated myself, I hated everyone, and my life became completely dark. I'm telling
you became a terrorist.
Most of the Muslims, they don't go back and read for themselves. They just listen to the sheikh. They listen to their moms, maybe their dads, what the stories they grew up with, and they see maybe the good things around them of Islam. But that's why they're here defending Islam, but they have no idea.
Sarah, did you wear burqa?
I used to wear hijab, yeah, I did.
How it feel like in the hot weather?
Thankfully, I'm like skinny and I don't sweat a lot, so I was fine, to be honest.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I did go to school. I did come back. That was my life. I had no life outside.
All right. Yeah, because you know, like I feel sorry for those, especially Muslim women that I see in Indonesia. Like you see, the funny is, like you are from Syria. If you watch videos about women in Syria, you will see a huge number of women. They don't even wear hijab. Even in Saudi Arabia, nobody wears hijab no more. You go to Indonesia, you will see all those. They look like a chicken. All of them wearing hijab. So how in the world somebody live in Indonesia can dress Islamic clothing? Indonesia is so humid, so hot. Not only humid, you see, because hot, if it's a dry, it can be way different from a humid and hot.
And the Middle East is dry.
Yeah, in Indonesia, it's very humid. It's it's tropical country, so humidity, extreme hot, and wearing burqa. You can imagine how their body smell underneath, because they will be sweating like
that. Did I tell you?
Yeah.
Before I wore hijab, I had some clothes, and my mom was complaining. They're too tight, they're too this, they're too that, you need to wear hijab. Then I wore hijab. Guess what? I wore the same clothes. I wore the same clothes except with the long sleeve underneath it and the hijab over it. The same clothes, and now it's fine.
See?
It's not tight anymore. And actually, I was trying to follow Islam so good that I started to tell my mom maybe I should wear like more, modest clothes, maybe longer shirts, and then my mom would make fun of me.
Yeah, when I finished my law degree, we have like a graduation ceremony. So I met some other student from different college. They are different, like so. The most of the girls, they go to study like Arabic language, to be teachers, etc. So I was in the law school, and we used to go to the cafeteria, and then we meet with some other student from different colleges, the same university. So there's a bunch of Muslim girls who they wear hijab, and they wear like three hijab. They wear a hat, and then a hijab, and then hijab over it, and then a hijab over it. All right.
Wow.
So in the ceremony of my graduation, suddenly a girl, she came to me. She is wearing, like, those Spanish clothing, like when
Yeah.
you show the top of
The
your
dress?
shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see even like half of her breast is coming out. And she said, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
happy for you," and she will give me a hug. I don't know who's this
Wow.
woman. I said, "Who? What? Who? Sorry, you know me?" I said, "What? You
Your
recognize? Did
parents
not
left
recognize me?"
English?
I said, "No," but then her voice, because she looked
Yeah.
different now. I never saw her with with those. Said, "Oh, this is you. What happened?" She said, "My family are not here."
Wow.
Her
Yeah.
family are not here. She's taking advantage. I could not
Yeah. And
recognize
also,
her.
I knew
Yeah,
women too, like, yeah, like I had a friend in school. She used to wear like hijab to school, but on the weekend she visits her friends and she takes it off and she dances and
yeah.
apparently she has a different reputation in the school between the people there and
Many,
people and
many
stuff.
of those who try to present themselves as conservative, they are the
Yeah.
last to be conservative. Most of them, not all of them, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
because being conservative is, yes, like I think what Jesus teaches us is if your heart is in a good place, it'll start showing on the outside.
yeah,
Like the heart needs to change before the outside starts to change. But
exactly.
other religions, they teach you, you need to be this way, cover your face, cover your whatever your body, and then you'll be pure.
You will be fine.
No, that's not how purity works. Because all the filth comes out of your heart. It starts
Do
there. So if your heart
do
is
ablution like Sheikh Osman. I don't know if you know the story about Sheikh Osman. He married a woman to his
yep.
friend, Lebanese guy,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah, I heard
this Lebanese guy, he have a fight with his wife. So he called Uthman because he is the one who married him to her.
come
He
fix
told
the
him, "Hello,
problem.
Sheikh, can you please talk to her, advise her?" And then Uthman, he
Yeah.
took the women.
Why not, right?
Yeah, why not? And then
She
this
has
guy, he
problems
go and
with
he
her
make
husband.
video
Why
after
not?
video crying for his wife. Uthman took his wife.
Yeah. No, but she was a second wife, maybe even to the Lebanese guy, right?
I mean, she must be a trashy person anyway.
Yeah, and I heard that she knew that she came into Uthman's marriage because he's coming to fix his,
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
No, no, no,
with
no,
his
for
wife.
sure she
His
is a
wife
good woman. For
wanted.
sure she is a good woman.
Yeah, like it's
But she wear
it's
hijab.
something.
I mean, look, you see, if those people, they have dignity, shouldn't this Uthman himself says, this woman, if she was good, she will never do leave her husband. She's
Does he
still
really
married
want good? Is
and
that
come to
why he
me.
married her?
Yeah, I mean, this is cheating. But because
We
they don't
know
have
that's why
dignity,
he married her.
they don't have dignity.
Yeah, like my dad. Did I tell you?
No.
He has another wife, and
Oh,
he married her. I was 10 years old, and he married a 15 years old girl
oh boy.
from a poor village in Syria.
5 years older
They
than you.
sold, yeah, they sold their daughter to my dad, and my dad took her. He stopped her from going to school, and yeah, he just went like women are for shopping. Like you don't care about her life. I met my dad's second wife, and she was crying to me that my dad stopped her from going to school, and she was like suicidal. He just trapped her in the house, and then after she had two kids, and she had many miscarriages. After she had two kids, my dad said, "You know what? I'm sick of you. If you want to go back to your family, but I'm done with you if you want." She's like, "Now after two kids, you want to divorce me?" And
Yeah.
she's still begging him just to finish her high school.
Oh,
He lets her sometimes, then if she gets on his nerves, he'll say no more. So I look at my dad and I'm like, well, you know, how do these people think? Does he not have humanity? He wanted his own daughter, me, to be treated like a princess and, go to school and this and that. And then he doesn't want to treat other people's children, their girls, right.
yeah.
How would God bless him exactly? I'm not sure.
His wife is 5 years older than you.
Yeah.
You were 10, she
Yeah.
was 15.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
It's not enough for him to have a woman already. No, he need
Yeah.
more, and he want young, someone so young, a child.
Yeah. Something new.
He used
Yeah.
her, abused her, and now he wanna dump her. He's sick of her.
And you know what my dad's what he feels good about himself. Why? Well, this girl is poor
Oh yeah, he helped
and I
her.
made her rich.
It was a
Yeah, he
charity.
helped her.
It was a charity.
And that's the kind of charity that Muhammad talks about in the Quran to
Right.
help the
Like
orphans,
if you
the
cannot
poor.
if,
That's
if
the
you
kind of
cannot do boom boom to the orphan,
yeah.
then yeah.
Then they don't need help. Well, that's how you help them. I say, well, why can't you help an orphan without having sex with them?
You know, first time in USA, I was in USA almost like few days, and there is a woman. She came to visit a relative of mine,
Hmm.
but her name is a Muslim name, and then I asked where she's from. They said from Al Bosnia, so I thought she's a
Yeah.
Muslim, And
Hmm.
but then she started talking and quoting verses from the Bible. So I said, "Are you Muslim or Christian?" She said, "No, I'm Christian. My kids are Christians." I said, "What
Hmm.
happened?" She said, "During the war in Bosnia, uh, there is a Saudi charity.
Yeah.
They give money, give food, not money, food
Hmm.
for the people, women, children." So she said she came. They are located in different town, and there's no buses. There's no. It's a war. So she walked with her kids. She have to bring her kids to show them. So they will give
Hmm.
her like what is fit to the family. Like she have to prove it.
Yeah.
So she came with her kids, little childrens. She walked all the way 2 hours, 3 hours. Then when she arrived, she stand in the line. The line is so long. When it's her
Yeah.
turn, the guy he said to her, "Why you're not wearing hijab?"
Mm.
He refused to give her food. She
Wow.
started crying, begging him, "Please, my
Mm.
kids, please, at least for the." He said no.
So that's how they force them. Yeah.
Yeah, you go wear hijab and come back. So she went, and now she lost her line. They told her,
Yeah.
they told her, wait for the second shift. Advise
Mm.
her, a new guy will come. And they gave her hijab. Now she dressed like a Muslim. She borrowed like Muslim clothes. She
Yeah.
dressed, and she arrived again. And this time, the new guy, he bent down to that kid. He said to him, "Do your mom pray?" He said no.
Wow.
He
Really.
refused to give her. You know.
Wow.
So she heard that there is a Christian charity in the area where is the Christian town. It's not the Muslim control. So she walked all the way.
Yeah.
She crossed the checking point. She said, "They gave us a place to stay, food. They never said to me anything about Christianity. They never asked me what is your religion. They
Yeah.
never asked me to convert. They never did anything. They brought a doctor to check my kid. My kid. He have a fever. My daughter.
Wow.
They never said to me anything. They don't want anything." And that made me think, which God
Where's the
is
truth
those
and
people
the
God and
yeah.
my God? So they
Hmm.
decide to leave Islam. So imagine
Yeah.
how evil they are. They want to
Hmm.
enforce their religion code on a hungry woman, even though she is a Muslim by birth. Her kids are Muslims. Just because
Yeah.
she don't wear hijab or she don't pray, they refuse to give her food.
Not only that, but I heard that the Saudi Arabian, the rich men, they go to Syria and they take the poor women who have no one
Oh yeah,
to.
absolutely. The more poor, they always target poor country. Like
They take them,
there
yeah,
is
to fight.
Indonesia. There's an article
Mhm.
in Indonesia about Arab coming to Indonesia from all Arab world.
Yeah.
They get a wife for $500.
Yeah.
Young women, maybe 15, 16, for $500. That's
Yeah.
it. You know.
And the funny thing is also, what's his name? Daniel Hakikachu. He's like, well, obviously no parents will sell their girl to a man until they think she's ready. No, that's not true. Many families will sell their kids
Why
and
Aish,
do
was
worse.
Aisha ready at the age of 6?
No, I'm telling you, like my dad, he married this 15-year-old. Her dad is a bad guy. Her dad actually murdered one of his sons
Uh-oh.
over some money. So if you're thinking, well, yeah, murderers and thieves, they come from families. And murderers and thieves, they could have children, they could have wives. So
Yeah.
why do you think that parents can't be bad and give their kids away?
Yeah.
Is it really that someone, like, how can you sleep at night knowing that you took advantage of a kid instead of protecting them? You went and you bought them and you took them home and you enslaved them and made them, hate their lives. How is this okay? And why are there people defending this? I still don't understand.
When you
Because
when a person is pervert, all what he cares about his benefit, you know.
exactly. And yeah, and what's the benefit of having a young girl as a wife?
The
How will she
sexual
help you?
sexual entertainment, she's
Exactly.
young.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
disgusting. It's pedophilia.
He don't wanna have a growing woman. He wanna have a kid.
Their
Uh,
fantasies are disgusting.
and it's
And
easier
the
to
religion of
control.
Islam doesn't teach you to look at yourself. It doesn't teach you to see how evil the human heart is. It doesn't teach you that. So they think as long as I follow the rules of this stupid book that lets me do whatever I want, then I'm fine.
If you remember the hadith about when Muhammad he said to a guy, his name is Jabir. Uh, Jabir he married a widow. So Muhammad he
Yeah.
asked him, "Did you marry a widow or a little girl?" He said, "A widow." He said, "Why? Why you don't marry uh, a little girl so you can play with her and she can play with you? You know, you can amuse her and she can amuse you."
Hmm.
Uh, the man he says, "I prefer to marry a growing woman. My brother he died and he left me many orphans. So I prefer to
Yeah.
have a growing women to take care of them." Look how evil this man. He is the man is not even complaining
Hmm.
about his wife, he's happy with her. Why you don't marry a child,
Yeah. And you know what? Honestly, when I'm looking at the evil of the regime of Bashar al-Assad,
uh-huh.
and I see those prisons and the torture and the evil that those men did, well, tell me, like, if someone doesn't believe in God and doesn't fear God, why is that wrong? Because if you hit someone and you starve someone and you kill someone and you torture someone, you're not feeling hurt. If they're starving, I'm not starving. Why should I be sad?
Yeah.
Well, who teaches you, to feel for others? The man can do whatever he wants. He's strong and he could trap a woman in the house. Well, why would he be bothered? It's not him that's trapped in the house. It's not him that's being sold, and it's not him who's being bossed around. There's no empathy, there's no sympathy,
They believe in
and
God. You see, they believe in God, but their God is the devil, the God of Muhammad.
oh, their God is the
Because
devil.
remember, Muhammad he tortured people too.
Yep.
Muhammad he did way more. Muhammad he did, he cut the women Qurfa two pieces by tying her to two camels. She is over the age of 80. Uh,
Wow.
Muhammad he tortured a man. He is in his 90. He's a Jew, just to know where he hide his money. Just to
Yep.
know, where, I mean, and this is all in their books. They are proud about it. They are not even ashamed. So when they say to you, "Look how evil Bashar the Assad is," well, yeah, he's evil, but your prophet. What about your prophet?
Oh yeah,
Hypocrite.
the Syrians who are saying Allahu Akbar, they're gonna know for sure Allahu Akbar. Allah is Akbar, the biggest problem for sure. They're
Yeah,
gonna regret the day that they yelled Allahu Akbar, because once they see it, they'll know it for sure.
yeah. And
And
now,
I believe,
and now I'm sure
you
they are
know,
doing the same. I'm sure now they are torturing the one they capture. I'm very sure.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh I've seen videos. They tell them awi, like bark like a dog,
yeah, yeah,
bark like a dog, walk down the street naked.
yeah,
Like they're doing the same thing but in reverse, right?
yeah. But they claim that the one who did it is evil, but they are the good ones now.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
satanic.
Once I saw once I saw a video of one of the prisoners who before like December 8th, like before then he was released from prison.
Hmm.
He said, "Oh my God, the things I saw and the torture and the beatings. And they even killed one of my wives." And
One
I'm like, "Wow.
one of his
Uh,
wives.
one of his wives. Oh, nice."
Oh, he lost nothing. I
Well,
mean, it's just one.
Just one.
You
I
know,
mean, still he has the other one, but I'm just thinking like, in a dangerous place, okay? If we're gonna talk about, let's say women, they need men, they need protection, blah, blah, blah. If you have one man, how is he going to protect 3 or 4 women? Isn't it enough that you need one man per family to protect them? So how is that logical? That if it's safer for the woman even to marry a man who's divided by 3, by 4. That's going to be, at least she's safer there. I don't understand
garbage
how
in,
that's
garbage
safer.
out.
You have 2 different homes, two different sets of children,
Muslims have
and
logic. Only the logic only work when they want to accuse you. Like they come to us, they say, "How God can be three and one?" Right? How come
Mhm.
on? Is that logical? And then you ask them, "Okay, well, as long as you speak about logic, if there is anything in the Quran is logical," they say, "No, no, no. Why it have to be logical? It doesn't have to be logical." You know, you know.
And I don't know why Quran is obsessed with Musa. Like we don't hear about like it's all mixed together. All of it is mixed together. But for some reason, Moses they're stuck on, and I'm
Because
like why?
Muhammad lived
Why
between the
don't we
Jews.
hear about Muhammad's stories, his good life, the
There's nothing.
beautiful things he
There's
did?
nothing.
Yeah, because he's nothing.
When the Quran speak about Muhammad life, speak about Muhammad cannot even control his house. You know,
Yeah.
to the point he is asking Allah. Allah is making verses. If you don't repent, Allah will be his protector and Jibreel and every single believer and furthermore all the believers.
Yeah.
And they say to you that Muslim men are strong, they control their men. You are right.
It's true. Yeah.
You know, in Morocco, I
And if
don't
you
know if
want
you
to
know.
prove how manly you are, if you want to prove the level of manliness, you prove it by, can you control how many women? Like how many women can you juggle?
You know, in
That's
Morocco,
like a big sign for you.
in
And I
Morocco,
love it. I love it. You know what?
uh-huh.
There are even so many like people who say they're Christian, especially from Africa, I've noticed. They are also very polygamous. They marry even more than 2, more than 4. They
Well,
marry 10 even.
those aren't Christians. You know, those aren't Christians.
They're not Christian, but when you tell them, by the way, that's wrong. That's not what Christians are taught. They say, well, what about David? He had so many wives. And what about
Well, David
uh,
never
whatever?
been
Well,
commanded by
I
God to
told
do
I
so.
tell them
Yeah.
I tell them, okay, if we're gonna follow the prophets, well, Moses killed someone and ran away. Should I go kill people and run away? And what about the book of which one is it? Hosea, the husband who God told him, go back to your wife, even though she's a prostitute. Go back to your wife, even though she cheated. So should I now go around and be cheating now because one of the prophets and God told him to go back? They don't understand. They think like I don't think they want to understand. I think they literally just they want to say this is my right and that's it.
In Morocco,
So how do we?
and Egypt and Tunisia, there's a huge number of men they get beaten by their women. I don't know if you know about that. So the men, yeah, yeah, you can search it. I'm showing the screen actually. Uh, they start an organization to defend men right against women violence. Women violence. I'm not joking. This is, you know.
Why are they so aggressive there?
Do you see it? Do you see what it says in Arabic? الرجال المقهورين من النساء.
But what's the special about the women in Morocco? I
They are
want to know
big.
the secret.
They are big. They are big. They are like samurai. You know.
So if the women are big, shouldn't the men be big too?
No, the man is so tiny like a mosquito, and the woman is so big. So she fought at him. She killed him. You know.
Wow.
Yeah. So they have organization to support, as you see. It says in Arabic, you know, الجمعية
Yeah.
المغربية للدفاع عن حقوق الرجل ضحايا العنف النسوي. the, the,
Oh.
the Moroccan Institute to defend women right against domestic violence by women.
So why do the men go there? They need like a house, they need a roof, and some
No, those
food
are
and money,
Moroccan.
and
Those are Moroccan. They
find a
live in
house.
Morocco. That's our Moroccan.
Yeah, but why are they running? Like, isn't who's the house for? Is the house for the woman or for the man?
Well, obviously in Morocco, the women are in control. They are
Yeah.
stronger. Yeah, and
I
they
want to go there and learn the secrets.
you have to be big. That is a secret only. The husband
I
have to
don't
be. It's about who is stronger. Like
know because I've seen. Have you seen African women? They're huge too, right?
yeah.
And the black men, they marry 10, 20.
Well,
There's a secret there, and I have to find out.
you have to go there and do some training. All
I
right.
wonder.
All right, Sarah. Thank you very much for joining us,
Thank
sister.
you. And
Merry
thank you
Christmas.
for chatting. Yes, Merry Christmas to you. And I think we should pray for Syria.
We will. I watched
Yeah.
actually today. I saw many sad news about those Alawi, those Sunni. They are
Yeah,
they are killing the Alawi. They are
I
doing
know.
genocide.
Oh,
But
that's
between
bad.
between yesterday and today, I think they killed at least 250 men.
Wow.
Yeah. And in the news, they are saying they are killing the men of Assad as if they are not a human. Yeah. But we know that how sectarian they are.
Yeah.
It,
And
it, it's
what
it's
I
a change
noticed,
of position. The Alawi were killing
but
the Sunni, now the
also,
Sunni will kill the Alawi.
but also, CP, if you noticed the videos that they show us of Syrians celebrating, they
Yeah.
celebrate with, they don't mention Allah or anything. They're happy as a nation, just celebrating. But then when you see them celebrating and those troops of the HTS are there, I always hear one of the soldiers yells, Kabru, Kabru, say Allahu Akbar, and he forces everyone to say
Yeah,
Allah,
yeah. You have to say Allah Akbar. If you don't say Allah Akbar, there's no celebration.
I know, but you can tell they have this agenda. This is what they want.
Oh yeah,
They
for
want the
sure.
people
For sure.
now
We
to
know. We
become
know.
like goats
We
to
know that.
kabir
We
and
know.
say stupid
They are
like
Islamists.
verse.
They are Al Qaeda, not only Islamists. They are Al Qaeda itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see the innocent Syrians who are hopeful and those people, those poor people, they don't know the
We
true
hope
face of
soon they
this.
will be able to get rid of them. We will see.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely know soon for sure.
Yeah.
They
What we
definitely
can do.
know.
All right.
Well,
What
I
what
should let you go and tackle someone else. Is
th
there anyone else?
Thank you, Sarah. Merry Christmas to you.
Yes, yes, thank you.
God bless you.
Yeah.
All right.
You too.
Take care.
Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.